And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Boshermer Gymnasium on the campus of Brevard College. Brevard College Tornadoes. Women's basketball action this evening as the Tornadoes host Berry College. Berry College making the trip from the Atlanta, Georgia area. The Vikings out of the Southern Athletic Conference with a 2-3 record, and the Vikings come into town to take on the home team, the Brevard College Tornadoes, under the direction of head coach Donald Hudson, assistant coaches Anna Lee Bollinger, and the Tornadoes riding a 4-game win streak. The 4-game win streak actually began with a win over Berry, 65-52. That was followed by wins over Bob Jones, at Agnes Scott, and at Wesleyan. First two games of the USA South Conference schedule. Those two games with authority, 96-59 at Agnes Scott and then 68-36 at Wesleyan. But a tough test this evening, this rematch versus Berry after matching up early in the season. That one went to the Tornadoes, 65-52. Tornadoes this season have been led by a familiar name to NATO Nation, Destiny Williams, the graduate student from Aiken, South Carolina. She's averaging 16.6 points per game, 8.4 rebounds per game, double digits in 5 of 6 games this season thus far scoring, and she's already had 2 double-doubles, and she continues to climb on those career record lists. We'll keep an eye on some career numbers as well throughout the broadcast. And Shakira Thompson, the senior guard from Atlanta, Georgia, Langston Hughes High School. She's the sharpshooting outside shooter for the Tornadoes. She's hit 5 or more three-pointers twice this season. She did it versus Berry earlier this season when she drilled 5 shots from beyond the arc, and then 6 three-pointers made at Agnes Scott back on November the 20th. Taisha Washington, the point guard of the Tornadoes, she's averaging 9.6 points per game. Also leads the Tornadoes in assists. And McKenna Parkins also averaging in double figures, 10.2 points per game. And a force to be reckoned with in the low post often. The sophomore for the dual sport athlete also plays volleyball for the Tornadoes out of Marion, North Carolina. But it should be a good one. Stick around. We're about 15 minutes or so away from pregame introductions and the national anthem. And then we'll hand it over to Brady Penn for all the play-by-play action this evening. Women's basketball, Brevard versus Berry. Thanks for tuning in.
now to sing our national anthem by Brevard College student Patrick Yang. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the Let's meet tonight's starting lineup's first visiting Vikings at Berry College. At guard, a 5'4" senior from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 1, Kristen Hunt. At guard, a 5'8" senior from Hazel Green, Alabama, number 13, Raven Washington. At forward, a 5'10" senior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, number 21, Kennedy Moore. At guard, a 5'7" junior from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, number 23, Sydney Blankenship. And at guard, a 5'6" senior from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, number 30, Kiss Chandler. Berry is coached by Thomas Johnson, assisted by Destiny Frazier. And now, the starting lineup for your Brevard College Tornadoes. At guard, a 5'5" senior from Atlanta, Georgia, number 2, Shakira Thompson. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Dillon, South Carolina, number 4, China Patsy. At guard, a 5'4" senior from Charlotte, North Carolina, number 10, Washington. And for the 5'8" graduate from Aiken, South Carolina, number 13, Destiny Williams. In center, a 6' senior from Foxworth, Mississippi, number 32, Avery Lockwood.
And a very pleasant good evening to all of you tonight tuning in to watch the Brevard College Tornadoes take on the Berry Vikings from Mount Berry, Georgia. The two clashed early on in the season. Brevard got the win and part of their 4-game win streak that they are currently on, sitting at 4-1. The Nados wearing their gray jerseys tonight as opposed to the usual home whites. Berry donning the Navy uniforms tonight. And for the tip, it'll be between Lockwood and Kennedy Moore. Moore wins it, and Berry's got the ball first. Swinging it out to the left wing. The shot, the three is no good by Kristen Hunt, the senior from Knoxville, Tennessee. Coming up the floor, Taisha Washington for the Nados. Washington backing down on the left wing, gets back up, Goes up top to Destiny Williams. Williams goes to the left, drives in, goes up a little floater, and it is in and out. This one is going to be knocked around and knocked out of bounds. It'll be tornado ball. That was Lockwood and Kish Chandler, Barry guard, going for that loose ball, and it goes in favor of Brevard. Williams to inbound. She'll hit Washington up near the top, right near midcourt. Washington, a little crossover to her left, loses her, throws it away, and that is Pouncey catching it out of bounds. It'll go back over to the Vikings. Still scoreless, 45 seconds in to the contest. Up the floor is Hunt. Hunt on the right side. Goes up near the top, left wing. Going inside, Blankenship. She shoots, she scores. And the Vikings are on the board first. Washington brings the ball up the court. Primary facilitator for the Tornadoes. Sporting a knee brace tonight. She drives into her right. She dishes it back out. That's going to be taken Thompson. Corner. Pouncey. Three is going to be short. And now it'll be taken up the floor by Washington. Raven Washington on the left side. Goes to Hunt. Hunt dishes it out to the right side. Driving in is Chandler, and she gets the bucket. Chandler to the rack, and it's 4-0 early on here in the Bosch. Washington up the floor on the left side. Up to Williams. Out to Pouncey on the right side. Pouncey tries to go inside to Lockwood. It's knocked away. That'll be taken up by Hunt. Hunt up top, dishing out. Chandler, left side, no good. And now here comes Williams. Williams on the floor on the break. She's going to slow it down. She's going to go back inside. The Euro step is no good. Hit all glass, no rim there. Chandler coming up the floor on the right side. She sees a crease. She pulls up. Mid-range is no good. Lockwood with the rebound. She'll give it to Washington. Washington going to bring it up the floor. Thompson all alone to the right. Left side. Washington calls the set. Going to the left wing. Driving up top. Gives a little move. Off to Williams. Williams on the right wing. Directing traffic. Out to Pouncey on the right side. Pouncey up top to Lockwood. Lockwood down low. She's got Williams, but just overshoots her. That's going to go out of bounds. Barry ball leading 4-0 with 7:30 to go here in the opening period. Chandler to throw it in. Gives it off to Kristen Hunt. Thompson guarding her tight. Up near mid-floor. Hunt tries to lose her, and she cannot. Hunt on the right side. Hunt driving in. Dishes it off. Out to the left side. That's Washington. Out to Chandler. Pump fake. Goes inside. Chandler, the layup, no good. And it'll be knocked out of bounds by Pouncey. Just really might be the spark plug for this NATO's team. Just a scrappy, good defender. Goes fast around the floor. China Pouncey, an invaluable asset to this NATO squad. Now to inbound is Blankenship. She goes to Chandler. Chandler gives a little pump fake at deep range. Hunt by herself is going to dish it off. Blankenship for three. It's short, and Hunt's going to get it back. She'll give it right back to her, and she'll be tripped. Hard foul on Sydney Blankenship. That's Pouncey actually committing the foul, and Parkins going over to the scorer's table. McKenna Parkins, she's going to come in and get Lockwood coming in, the dual sport athlete, sophomore from Marion, North Carolina. Hunt's got the ball again up top. Hunt looking, scanning the floor, goes out to the left. That's Blankenship. Blankenship is going to be fouled by Pouncey again. Pouncey called for another one, so early trouble for her. And it looks like Seymour is going to be coming in. Melvia Seymour checked in for the first time tonight. On the left side, Blankenship going in. Layup is no good. Tipped out and taken by Washington. Washington's got it. Up the floor, dribbling with her right. 6:38 to go here in the opening period. Washington loses her lady. Gives it off Parkins. It is stolen. It's gotten back by Washington, who rips it away. Goes up. She's blocked. And all kinds of tie-ups here, and it's going to be called a travel against Barry. Raven Washington took a step there with no dribble, at least in the eyes of the ref, and it'll go back to the NATO's. Ty-Shay Washington getting ready to throw the ball in. She has been active already tonight. And she's looking around. Washington. Scott Parkins out in the corner. She drives down, gives it to Williams down low. She's blocked and fouled. She's going to go to the line for 2. It looked like Kish Chandler on the defense. Correct that. That's Kennedy Moore, actually. Senior forward, 5'10", out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And so Williams, averaging 16.6 points a game on the season, has got a chance to get her first points tonight. And the first one is knocked down by Destiny. And 30-second timeout appears to have been called by Coach Donald Hudson. In his 6th year at the helm for the Tornadoes, Coach Hudson consulting his girls. Really aggressive defense tonight so far by the Nados. Have held the Vikings to 2 of 8 from the field, a cool 25%. On the other hand, it is a better percentage, though, than the Nados are at an 0 for 4 clip, but on the board now after that Williams free throw with 6:24 remaining here in the first. Barry is also 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Brevard only 0 for 1. Conservative in that department to this point. And this will be Kish Chandler throwing it into Hunt. Hunt, the small point guard, bringing it up at midcourt. She's got Thompson on her tight. Hunt's going to go to the left, looking for something. Blankenship, left side. She gives it up. Washington passes it back out. Blankenship for 3 is way off. And Washington getting it off the glass. Now 0 for 4 from 3 of the Vikings. Washington goes in, and she is called for the charge. Trying to draw a blocking foul. Instead gets hit with the charge, and Coach Hudson advising her from the sideline. Hunt coming up the floor, left side. Looking around. Hunt, little stutter step, and they're going to call a push on Shakira Thompson, it looks like. That's her first foul. 4th team foul already for the Nados. 2 of them on China Pouncey, who had to leave the game pretty quickly due to that. Valuable asset for the team. Don't want her in too much foul trouble early. Hunt's got the ball up top, looking to the left. Blankenship again, hasn't been scared to fire. She goes inside, puts the layup up, is off again. And Williams with the rebound. She's averaging 8.4 a game. She goes up the floor, she loses it. Ball is stolen. Destiny Williams usually doing the stealing. 198 career steals. Out to Blankenship, left side, finds Hunt in the corner. Hunt dribbling inside. She turns out to Kish Chandler. Chandler fake, goes in left, and she is stripped. Destiny Williams, who else? And now checking into the game for the Nados is going to be Lexi Shepard, one of the key reserves for this squad, along with Seymour and Parkins. Chandler throwing it up. She's got Hunt. One-hand grab up top on the inbound. She's looking back for Chandler. Chandler pump fakes. Corner. They go back to her. Out to Hunt. Hunt pump fake. Goes inside. Floater way off. Hard off the glass. Hunt. Williams palms the ball and gives it up to Shepard. Shepard up near the mid-court logo. Looking to the right side. Going to the right side. Stops. Goes inside. Williams. Easy bucket. She got the leverage and just slipped away from the defender. And she has all 3 NATO points. Chandler has the ball going in left side. Passes it back out Blankenship. Blankenship drives inside. Stops. Looking for Hunt. Gives it off to Hunt. And Hunt's going to be called for a travel on the receiving end of that pass from Blankenship. And she just couldn't dribble the ball. Just took a little walk, and it goes back to the Nados. Shepard receiving the inbound from Parkins. Brevard started 0 for 4 from the field before that last make by Destiny Williams. Shakira Thompson has the ball up top. She's going to give it off Seymour. Seymour to Shepard. They're going around the horn. Shepard, left side. Seymour. Pass is stolen. That's Washington. Washington down the floor looking. Has numbers. Goes up with the layup aggressively. Misses. taken by Seymour. She's going to go up the floor. Nice little move. And she's going to give it off to Shepard. After that dazzling dribbling, she goes down low. Williams, another easy bucket. Destiny Williams heating up. 16.6 points a game, as I mentioned. Third all-time in steals for the program with 198 coming into the action tonight. Second all-time in rebounds with 524. And as we've seen so far tonight, not too bad at finishing at the rim. Williams really igniting this Tornado offense here these last couple minutes here in the first. 3:53 to go in the period. NATO's now leading 5-4 after trailing 4-0 to start the ball game. No subs for the NATOs. Looks like we have some for Barry. Kennedy Lee, freshman guard from Alabama, as well as Faith Humphrey. Looks like she's going to take over the point. Washington, Blankenship, and Moore still in the game for the Vikings. Blankenship's got it. She's going to give it off to the corner. Kennedy Lee, back out. Humphrey going inside. That's knocked away. McKenna Parkins has a little bit of a laugh after the play. And Taisha Washington back into the action. Shakira Thompson finds her way to the bench. And Humphrey's got the ball. Faith Humphrey up top. Gives it off Blankenship. He's gotten the ball a lot on the wings. She passes it. It's taken away. Another steal by Williams. Williams down the floor. Out to Shepard. Knocked away. And it's going to be kept in bounds. And then a foul. It's going to be on Lexi Shepard. Thought it could have been McKenna Parkins. Brevard already with 7 turnovers. Really sloppy ball handling so far to this point in the game. Really haven't created much offense outside of post-ups and drawing fouls from Destiny Williams to this point. Coach Hudson hoping that some other key players will start stepping up in the scoring department these next couple minutes. Humphrey's first free throw, no good. So team foul number 5 for the Tornadoes. Barry now in the bonus. And Humphrey gets ready after the miss the first time is pure on try number 2. Parkins gives it up to Shepard. She's going to run the point. Coming up the floor. Normally Washington's job, but Shepard has it now. She gives it to Parkins. Out to Washington. Washington's going to fire a 3 and be short. It's knocked up in the air, and Humphrey comes down with it. She's looking up the floor, going to their left hand. She passes it out. Blankenship, 3-point line, pump fake. She's going to pass it out. Humphrey looking around, scanning, going inside. Gives it out to Moore. Moore going hard inside. It's stolen. Career steal number 200, I believe, for Williams. She goes coast to coast and is fouled. I believe that is career steal number 200 for Destiny Williams. And if it is, then a terrific feat for the Brevard forward as she gets ready to take 2 free throws here. Coming into the night, once again, 198 steals, good for 3rd all-time. First free throw is going to clang off the back iron. Williams shoots the second time, hits it. So Williams responsible for all 6 points so far for the NATOs with 2:45 to go here. Lee has the ball on the right side. She goes in. She'll pass it out to McKenna Lentich, a new check-in for the Vikings. Out to Blankenship on the left side. Blankenship, Lee, 7 on the shot clock. She's tripped and fouled. That's Taisha Washington. It's going to be a blocking foul on Washington, and Hudson unhappy with the call there, looking for an explanation. As Kennedy Lee going to the free throw line as the Vikings are in the bonus. First free throw, no good. Here she goes for attempt number 2 at the line. And the second one is good. And we have confirmation that that was career steal number 200 for Destiny Williams. More on that in a moment. For now, Shepard's got the ball. She gives it off to Parkins. Parkins up top, driving in, looking for something. Dishes it through the hands of Williams. Or it was deflected, and it'll stay with the Tornadoes. Shakira Thompson's going to check back in now for Washington, who seems a little bit disgruntled maybe with the officiating on her tonight. Shepard throwing the ball in. She finds Williams. Williams is fouled immediately. Puts up a shot, it won't go. Shepard now to inbound. She looks around and is going to hit Williams. Williams fires a long two, and it is airballed there. Lentage gives it up to Humphrey. Humphrey going up the floor, finds Lee. Lee, the right wing, he's going to take a hard left dribble, goes back over, out to Humphrey. Left wing, three, no good, another miss. And Seymour has the rebound. She'll give it off to Shepard. Shepard going up the floor, looking for someone. Destiny Williams has got it, guarded closely. Goes inside, gives it off. Thompson, pump fake. Thompson, a threat from beyond the arc. Gives it out to Shepard on the left side. Backs up, looking for direction, and he loses the ball, and it's taken Humphrey, and they're going for it, and it is going to be a jump ball, and the possession arrow is going to be with the Tornadoes. In a tied 6-6 game with 1:35 to go in the period. A low-scoring opening period. Very cold shooting, 2 of 8 from the field for the Tornadoes, 2 of 13 for the Vikings. All knotted up at 6. Shepard's got the ball off the inbound. Out to the left wing. Seymour's got it. She dishes it down low. Williams loses it, gets it back, goes up with a layup, fouled again. Destiny Williams is just so good at drawing those fouls. Here she comes for 2 more. We still have not had a bucket scored by a non-Destiny Williams member of the Tornadoes as she knocks in another. So once again, surely a point of emphasis for Coach Donald Hudson as the second free throw bounces out, so we'll stay at 7. Surely a point of emphasis for Coach Hudson is getting more contribution from the other girls on the squad as Barry goes inside. It's stolen. Shepard going up the floor, looking around. She's going to go up with a layup. She's fouled and one. Shepard, chance for a 3-point play here as you hear the crowd telling the story of that sequence. Shepard is good. 3-point play, and it's a 10-6 lead all of a sudden. Brevard's on a 10-2 run after starting the game off down 4-0. And Seymour looking, she's got Lee. Lee driving in, loses the ball, is going to be a jump ball, and this time the possession will stay with the Vikings. Now checking in for the Tornadoes is Melanie Hoyle. Coming back in for the Vikings is Kish Chandler. She's got Washington, Lee, Lentich, and Blankenship, who has the ball. Back up Washington, fires a 3 from the top, it's good. And just like that, the 3-point play erased by the Vikings. Their first make for either team from beyond the arc. Barry started 0 for 10. Brevard started 0 for 2 from 3. And there's going to be a travel called on Shakira Thompson. The fans not liking it. As Barry will take over. Chandler looking for someone to inbound the ball, and it will be Kennedy Lee. Chandler's got it. Up top. Hits Lee. Right side. She gets a screen from Lentich. Goes the other way. Passes it back out. Blankenship. 3-point line's going to hold on to it. Back out Chandler. Pump fake. Back out Lentich. Pump fake again. Going inside. Going up. And missing short. Rebound. Originally went to Shepard. And then a jump ball is called as Washington gets on it. And this time the possession arrow will be going back to the Nados. 22.6 left to go in the period. Shot clock is off. Shepard finds Hoyle, newly checked into the game. She gives it off to Seymour. Seymour, little hezzy, gets back up to Shepard. Shepard going inside this time, looks around, finds Hoyle. Hoyle dribbling in. 6 seconds to go. She loses the ball. Lee's got it, picks the ball up. 2 seconds to go. Chandler fires from half court and is no good. Off the glass. And so at the end of the first, NATO's leading 10-9 after trailing 4-0 early on due to the playmaking and scoring abilities of Destiny Williams for the most part, aside from Alexi Shepard three-point play. We will be right back for period number 2. Back here at the Bosch Chick Martin Court as the Vikings have first possession here in period number 2. Kish Chandler dribbling with the left up top. She goes to the right. She's going across. She's going to look and drive into the left. Dishes it off. Lentage. Blankenship. Little fake swing out of the left. She's still got it. Looking for a screen from Lentage. She goes the other way. She's trapped. Still going under the rim and missing. Good defense by Parkins. Rebounded Chandler. Ball's ripped away, and this will be a foul against Shepard. Really, really tough to get a rebound or a loose ball in this game. You would think it was the championship the way that these two are going at it. Chandler inbounding. Lentage to the bench in favor of Kristen Hunt, and that shot will clang off the rim. Parkins has it. Parkins loses the ball, but it's knocked away by Lee into the scorer's table. Parkins now to inbound. Hits Shepard, who showed some really good playmaking ability in the absence of Taisha Washington, who was in foul trouble. And Thompson down low to Parkins now finds Shepard alone. Shepard gets swarmed, still goes up with it, and it's going to miss. Chandler's got the rebound. She's pushing the pace, gives it up the floor. Washington, corner, Lee, pump fakes, and they're going to reset. She goes into the left, goes up, and it's good. From the left side with the right hand. And Barry all of a sudden retakes the lead, 11-10, early on here in period number 2. Shepard has the ball going down low. Parkins takes one dribble, goes up with it. It's good. Tough post play there from McKenna Parkins. Hunt has the ball, going up the floor. Finds Lee. Lee on the right side, driving in. Back out. Hunt fires a three and hits it. Unorthodox shooting motion to say the least, but it went through the net. Shepard's got it now. 14-12 lead for the visiting Vikings. Shepard gives it off. Thompson. And Thompson off the foot. He's got it. Gets swarmed. Lee falling to the ground, but Thompson still having the ball. Parkins gets it now off to Hoyle. Hoyle trying to go with the left. Gives it off Shepard up top. Resetting. Calling out a play. Looks for Parkins. Parkins off her foot. Not going to go for it. And it will be Barry ball. Looked a little bit of confusion for a second. And Seymour frustrated with the way that offense went stagnant there on that possession. It's a lot of sloppy mistakes so far here early in the second period for the Tornadoes, especially in the ball handling department. Hunt has it now. Off to the left side, Blankenship. She's got a seam. She goes into the layup. It is fouled and one. And not sure who that was on there. It was on Shakira Thompson, her second foul, the senior from Atlanta, Georgia, Langston Hughes High School. China Pouncey back in, 2 fouls. Destiny Williams checking back in, and Aisha Short into the game. Pouncey in the low block. Waiting on the free throw. It is no good. Blankenship missing. Pouncey's got it. Who else? Right after checking in, she gives it off to Shepard. Shepard coming up the floor. She sees Williams. Williams fouled. Great pass there. Received by Williams through a group of 3 defenders, it looked like. Threaded the needle. Williams went up with it, and she's going to the line again. And Williams, 3 of 6, exactly a 50% clip. Make that 4 for 7. This bumps a little bit over that 50% mark for the time being. Here comes free throw number 2. And that one will miss, so she stays true to the tendency. And this ball will be going with the Vikings. A push, it appears, called on the NATOs. Kish Chandler inbounding the ball. He's going to hit Hunt. Hunt going up the floor. Hunt to the left side, off to Kennedy Lee. Gives it right back to Hunt. She's looking around, back to Lee. Into the corner, Blankenship, pump fakes, goes in and throws it away. She was looking for Ellie Gearing, who just checked into the game for the Vikings. First time calling her name tonight. Pouncey to inbound to Shepard. 7:30 to go here in the opening half. Shepard's got the ball. Hunt on her closely. She loses the ball, but it's fouled. Hunt not fond of the call there. A little bit of an eye roll and a shrug. Hunt not the only player who's felt that way tonight so far. Pouncey once again inbound. Looks like she's looking for Williams. She'll go to her. Williams really long body, able to haul that one in. Pouncey's got it again. Down to Lockwood. Lockwood looking. Williams wide open. And count that one. Destiny Williams. Another great game for her as they go down the floor. Barry out to Blankenship in the right side. Out to Hunt. Hunt looking around, surveying. Off to Lee. Really living in that top part of the three-point line are the Vikings so far. Off to Blankenship on the right side. She looks, pump fakes. Back out to Chandler. She pump fakes. A mid-range shot is hard off the back rim. And it's going to be Pouncey recovering it and a foul on the Vikings. And Pouncey just said it before. Will say it again sometime in this game, I'm sure. Just a gritty defender, a really hard-nosed player. Does the dirty work, you might say, as a basketball fan. Just Patrick Beverly-like. Williams, first player to enter double figures tonight. She's got 10 of the 15 Tornado points as they trail by 1 to the Vikings. Shepard has it at the controls, goes up top to Pouncey. Pouncey looking down low. Williams setting up. She's got 2 on her. She goes in, passes it. Down low, Lockwood can't handle it. Hunt has it. She's going up the floor now. Pushing the pace. Down to Lee. She's got a step. Layup. No good. Rebounded by Shepard. Shepard and Pouncey were both there. Shepard comes down with it. Now she's running the point. Left side right near the NCAA logo. Looking around. Wants to go down low. Hits Lockwood. Down low. Going up and missing is Aisha Short. Her first attempt of the night. And now Hunt coming up the floor for the Vikings. With 6:05 to go, she's going to dish it out to Lee. In the corner, by herself, for 3, and missing is Ellie Gearing. But they get it back, and the shot is good by Sarah Wright, another new checked-in Viking. It is a 3-point bomb right after entering for Wright. Pouncey with the ball on the left side for the NATOs. Going out short. Short for 3. No good off the back rim, and over the back foul, it looks like on Avery Lockwood. And Coach Thomas Johnson for the Vikings not happy with something his girls are doing. Lead inbound here, off to Hunt. Hunt, the 5'4", senior guard, looks to the left side, hits Blankenship. She's got Pouncey right on her. Looking for a screen, getting a screen. Pouncey gets right off it. Goes out of the corner. The shot is no good this time by Wright, who hit the last time. And Williams coming up the floor, gives it off to Washington, is back in. She's another player that's been in foul trouble tonight for the NATOs. Washington on the right side, going around a screen by Lockwood. looking back around left side. Pouncey off to the corner, short, 3 again, no good again. And Ellie Gearing with the rebound. It gives it off to Hunt. Hunt throws, and it's intercepted. Knocked out of play by Williams. Williams such an active defender as Shepard having to climb into the stands. Maybe to spectate for a minute. Throwing the ball in. Back to the end of the bench, Shepard. Hunt has it. Gives it off Blankenship, left side. She's really lived on that left wing. Looking around, back to Hunt. Hunt, a little pump fake. Gives it off to right. Pump fake. Doesn't go for it. Out to Lee. Out to Blankenship. For 3 is pure. Nothing but nylon there. And all of a sudden, it's a 7-point lead for the Vikings with 4.5 to go here in the opening half. And Washington this time loses the ball. Another sloppy mistake by the NATO's offense. The ball handling tonight just hasn't been there so far for the NATO's. A lot of unforced errors as Hunt comes up with the ball. She finds Blankenship. Blankenship looking on the left side, draws a double. Parkins and Pouncey on her. She's going to go back out. That's Gearing out to Hunt. Hunt looking around. Finds Blankenship again for 3 and hits again. And Blankenship is heating up. Sydney Blankenship, the junior guard from Tennessee, catching fire. Opens up a 10-point lead for the Vikings. Now the pass goes to Pouncey. Pouncey up top, finds short. Little fake, going to the right, and another turnover. Blankenship's got it, looking around, finds Lee. Lee a pump fake, out to Blankenship, she passes. Hunt, 3, no good. Parkins trying to get it, and loose ball will belong to the Tornadoes as Parkins will throw it in. Shepard coming in now for short, but Taisha Washington will still be the one bringing the ball up. Shepard had also had a lot of point guard duties tonight, but for now it's Washington. A little between the legs shimmy. Goes to the left, loses her man, and it is a blocking foul. Blocking foul against Sarah Wright, who hit the 3 moments ago. Washington looking for someone. Goes Williams. Williams, layup, no good. Washington gets the rebound herself and puts it in. Taisha Washington getting the bucket, getting it back to single digits. Hunt with the ball up top, looking out Lee. Lee, a big right step, but doesn't go anywhere. Back out to Hunt. Hunt a 3, no good. Right, Hunt goes up with it, no good. Rebound taken down by Parkins, and a ball is intercepted. And then a foul on Parkins. Not the best period for the offense or Parkins. A lot of turnovers here. And that Taisha Washington layup actually snapped a 16-5 run by the Vikings, who were getting really hot. Really good contributions started to come from beyond the arc. After starting 0 for 5, they are 5 for 9 since then on 3-pointers. Donald Hudson consulting with the team, and they break the huddle with Williams, Pouncey, Parkins, Shepard, and Washington. Vikings will roll out Lee, Gearing, Humphrey, Wright, and Blankenship. Blankenship undoubtedly staying in the game after knocking down a couple threes in the last couple minutes. First free throw attempt by Lee is good. 26-17, back to a 9-point lead. And Lee hits the second. Parkins inbounding after the 2-for-2 trip from the charity stripe. Washington has it on the left side. Going in. Little move. Oh, get Euro step and can't finish. Still fighting for the ball though, but Blankenship comes down with it ultimately. Blankenship coming up the floor, looking, has Humphrey, sets her feet, dribbling, looking down low, and kicked. Kicked ball there, Destiny Williams. Probably the biggest mistake that she's made tonight. She's been on fire. Lee out of inbound. Looking around. Wright has it. Little jab step, a three in and out. Dangerously close to becoming a 13-point lead with 2:30 to go here in the half. Washington bringing it up, gives off to Shepard. Shepard a little shimmy. Back up top, Washington. Washington going to the left, gives it off to Williams. Williams looking for work, going inside. Between the legs, step back jumper is no good. And almost taken away by Pouncey there, but Gearing has it, gives off to Humphrey. Humphrey coming up the floor. Looking around. Out to Lee. Back up to Humphrey. Blankenship. Left side, Blankenship going inside. Back out, Gearing. Tries a three. No good. Not hitting any of the iron there. And the Brevard faithful letting her know it. Parkins into Shepard. Shepard coming up the left side. Gives it off Washington. Down low, Williams. Immediately posts up, goes up, and one. Destiny Williams. 12 points. Chance for 13 here. She's averaging 16 a game. She's almost got 13, and we're not even at the break. Be hard-pressed to find a better post player in the USA South. Williams hits the free throw. Now 5 of 9 from the line. 13 points now for her. Barry's got the ball. Blankenship looking around, finds Gearing. Gearing driving in, turns around, gives it off. Right, driving in, left hand layup, no good. Good move, but couldn't finish. And saved, loose ball by Shepard, but it's back out of the Vikings. Lee has it. She drives in. The floater is good, and a foul, and just taking the wind out of their own sails are the Tornadoes right now. Really just can't seem to get it clicking consistently on both sides. A couple offensive runs, a couple really good defensive stretches, but not really able to put them together here in this second period. In danger of being down 10 here. And they will be. Free throw is hit by Lee, and Parkins gives it off to Shepard. 1:17 to go. Shepard nearing midcourt. Humphrey on her, and she loses her. Gets back up to the top, gives it to Washington on the left side. Getting pressure. Washington is fouled. That's Sarah Wright, who's kind of made a lot of noise since checking in earlier in the period. Getting lectured by head coach Thomas Johnson at the moment. Not happy seeing that one as it sends Washington to the line with the NATOs in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus, matter of fact. Washington's first free throw is good. Washington going here. Free throw number 2 is good as well. 30-22. And Melvia Seymour checking into the game for the NATOs. Lee inbounds it to Humphrey. Humphrey coming up with it. Gives it off Blankenship. Blankenship going inside to the left. Coming over Seymour, blocked. Going back up though after recovering, and they'll call a travel on Blankenship. Great defense by Melvia Seymour, another one of those really gritty defenders. Really just a hard-nosed defensive team as a whole are the Tornadoes, and Seymour all by herself is going to give it down low to Williams, who posts up. Turnaround jumper is good. She's sitting at 15. 15 points for Williams, right at her season average here in a half of basketball. Big night for her so far. Blankenship's got it. She goes up top. Humphrey gives a little move, goes inside again. Layup, no good, but another foul. So really, aside from ball handling and sloppy turnovers, foul trouble has gotten to the NATOs as well. A lot of trips to the line for the Vikings tonight, and for the most part, they're capitalizing. Shepard's second foul. Wants an explanation from the ref, and that first free throw is going to double bounce out from Humphrey. That one will be no good. 30-24 now. Humphrey getting ready for free throw number 2, hoping not to be empty-handed, but she will be. It clangs off the back, and Seymour brings down the rebound, but gives it right back up. Williams gets it, though. Williams coming up the floor, saving the day with that loose ball. She's doing it all right now. She's going in, passes out. Parkins, mid-range, good. Back to 4 points on the lead. 10 seconds to go here in the half. Humphrey bringing it up. Little bit of urgency here from the Vikings. Tries to call out a set. 5 seconds left. Getting loud in the gym right now. Humphrey pulls the three and is no good. Bounced around, and that'll be the half. NATO's come back from, I believe, a 13-point deficit earlier in the quarter to now only 4 points after that run. Little spurt there at the end of the half. 30-26 Vikings will take you to halftime, and we will be back for the second half of action here at the Bosch. Checking back in here, a little bit of halftime stats and information for everyone watching the stream. And the big story, at least for the Tornadoes, is Destiny Williams. On the night that she gets her 200th career steal for the Tornadoes, in 16 minutes and 57 seconds, she's 5 of 10 from the field, 5 of 9 from the free throw line, 5 rebounds, and 15 points, an assist to boot with that as well. 2 steals, and just looking real good, just kind of running the show right now for the NATOs. He's gotten a little bit of help. He's gotten 4 points out of Taisha Washington, 4 points out of McKenna Parkins, 3 points out of Lexi Shepard on a 3-point play. Biggest lead for each team, Barry had a lead of 10. I stand corrected. I said I believed it might have been 13, but it was a 10-point lead with 4:06 to go in the half for Barry. And a 4-point lead was the largest one for Brevard, and that was late in the first with 1:11 to go there. Best scoring runs for each team, a run of 9 right at the point where they took the biggest lead was Barry. 4:06 to go in the half. Once again, went on a 9-0 run, and Brevard went on a 6-0 run there at the end of the half. 14 seconds left in the half to be exact. 4 lead changes, 2 ties, and for the majority of the game, it's been Barry with the lead at 13 minutes 59 seconds as opposed to 3 minutes and 34 seconds for the NATOs. By the period, in the first, NATO shot 3 of 9 at a 33% clip from the field. In the second, 6 of 13, good for a 46.2% clip. Can't ask for much more than that out of a team. Left some to be desired in the first, but it's actually funny. Watching the game, it felt as if they were shooting worse in period number 2, but they were really just turning the ball over. That was the thing. They weren't even shooting bad. Right at 50% for the second period. Donald Hudson and crew definitely hoping that that can continue. And for Barry, leading scorer with 8 points is Sydney Blankenship. Hit a couple threes, had another basket as well in exactly 20 minutes. Also got 3-point contributions from Kristen Hunt and Raven Washington. 8 points actually also for Kennedy Lee, 4 for 5 from the free throw line, making a good bit of her living at the stripe. Kish Chandler, 2 of 7, 4 points, and then 3 points as well from Sarah Wright. Actually hit a 3-pointer right at the time that she checked in, I believe. But back with more action for the second half in about 10 minutes.
I'm definitely feeling more confident now than I was as a freshman. I've taken jumps in my academic career, and I've taken jumps in just socializing and getting out and getting to do things I've never done before.
The thing that brought me to Brevard is the experiential learning. I've always been a hands-on guy.
I love it here at Brevard. Over Christmas break, I was itching to come back because I love the area so much.
Experiential learning here is beyond all of my expectations. It has really blown me away with projects that are fun and exciting and all the outdoor activities that we've done.
My financial aid process was very smooth. My freshman year, I came in worry-free, which was amazing because it allowed me to focus on my academics and focus on finding my place here at Brevard.
In Brevard, there's all kinds of things to do, whether it be go up into downtown and look at all the shops, or go up to any of the national forests and hike, camp, anything like that. And that's what I'm into, the hiking, camping, backpacking, the biking.
There's a lot to do outside. It's probably one of the prettiest places on the earth. And to come to somewhere where it's such a tight-knit community, where everybody has your back, I mean, you're not gonna find that anywhere else at bigger schools.
I like to go hang out at the coffee shop, sit outside at the picnic tables, maybe do a little bit of homework there, and just socialize because there's always somebody that I know there.
Brevard does make it easy to come here. The admission process is very simple.
Scholarship day, I came and they had everything figured out for me, and I sat down with the advisor and it was super simple.
I love the faculty. I love the staff. I love the experiential education. So many things speak to me. It screams my home away from home. It's just a great feeling to be on campus, which is why I've decided this is where I'm going to be, this is where I want to graduate, this is where I want my degree to come from.
The Brevard College Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program is the most distinctive in the nation. I think one of the reasons why is because it is so focused on experiential education in addition to the outdoor education component. They are developing their leadership skills out in the field with each other.
My internship was on Schooner Lynx. She's a 122-foot topsail schooner. She's a replica of an 1812 privateer. My job on Lynx this summer was a deckhand, and because of the skills that I've learned at Brevard College, such as program planning and lesson planning and different techniques to teaching to different ages and different types of people, I was promoted to the job of educator. This summer, my professor, John Buford, knew that I'd be at sea quite a bit, and he really worked with me. And when I would come into port, I would call him, he would always answer. He was really quick to respond with my emails, and not just to say, I got your email, but he would talk about what was going on and ask me questions. And it was really cool to have somebody like that to support me for the summer and really help me succeed.
You should come to Brevard College in the Wilderness Leadership and Experiential Education program because you will become a leader, a strong, ethical leader. And that can be applied to any field, anywhere you go, whatever you do in your professional career. And it'll be a whole lot of fun as you learn those skills.
Anybody who is interested in leadership skills and outdoor skills should definitely think about Brevard. It's an incredible place and a great place to be a part of.
Before I got to Brevard College, I didn't know what experience.
Back in action here at the Bosch for the second half between the Vikings and the Tornadoes. Vikings leading 30-26 here as we get started. It'll be Lexi Shepard starting off the ball game, or the second half rather, sorry, with the ball. Shepard bumps into a girl, gives it off to Thompson, back up top to Williams, who's done most of the damage for the NATOs. Gives it out to Shepard. Shepard going in on the right side, back out to Lockwood. Lockwood down low, puts it in. Little catch and flick of the wrist for Lockwood. Big forward for the NATOs. Kish Chandler with the ball. She goes inside for the Vikings. Down low. That's taken more. Out to Blankenship. Up top to Hunt. They go around the horn. Left side. Blankenship's got it. She's going to go in. Little step back. Passes it out to Hunt. Hunt. Chandler. Down low more. Moore back to Chandler. Chandler going inside, passes up to Hunt. Looking around, left side, Blankenship, one on the shot clock. They'll get the shot off, but it will be no good. It will be rebounded by Moore, though, and she passes down low. Hunt down low, it's taken away. Hunt's got it back now. All alone, Blankenship for three, and it is in and out. Williams with a big rebound. going up over Washington. So an electric first minute there of half number 2. Shepard's got it now. Holding down the point guard duties, gives it off to Williams. Williams to Thompson. Thompson down low, knocked away Washington, and she will get it. Not a lot of urgency there from the NATOs. She hands it off to Chandler. Chandler now going up the floor, looking around. She drives in. Right side, Washington looking for something. Off the Blankenship. Hunt on the left side. Driving inside. Down low. Moore goes a blocked and a foul called on Lockwood. It seemed like a lot of ball that she got there, but it was not, according to Mr. Official. So Moore going to the line now. Senior forward out of Murfreesboro, Tennessee as well, with Sidney Blankenship. Different high schools. And a miss there by Moore on attempt number 1. 2-point lead held by the Vikings with 8:30 to go here in the third. Moore dribbling. Shoots, and it is made by Moore. She goes 1 for 2 from the line there. Shepard's got it. Gives it off to Williams early. Williams, a long pass to Lockwood. She looks around, gives it off to Shepard. Shepard resetting. Williams just now up the floor. She's got it now on the right wing. Goes a little foot fake to the left and then gives it off to Pouncey. Pouncey, some fancy dribbling, gives it off to Shepard, who's cornered. Looking around, getting a screen from Lockwood, going the other way, and a double dribble. It looks like it's going to go against Lexi Shepard, who's shown some really good point guard flashes so far tonight. Really, the second one to get the controls behind Taisha Washington on this squad. Chandler drives in and hits a midi. So back doubling the lead up to 5 now for the Vikings, and now using a full court trap. Williams gets out of it though, going inside, looking around, loses the ball, taken by Hunt. Hunt looking, she's going to go up the floor. She's got Washington, but instead finds Chandler. Chandler drives in, goes up, is fouled. Physical basketball being played in this game here tonight. Chandler getting ready for 2 free throws here. Dribbling the ball. First free throw is good. Another sort of unorthodox shooting motion, but it went in the net. Chandler, once again, fires and hits a second. So, say what you want about the shooting motion, but they were going through the net. Shepard's got the ball now, moving quick up the floor. Crosses back over to the left, now near the top. Goes to the right side now, finds Pouncey in the corner. Pouncey, Blankenship all over, looking around, dribbles to the left, goes out to Williams. Williams is Chandler on her. Williams is going to drive in hard, a little fadeaway, in and out. And Lockwood gets the rebound, goes up and gets the and one, and that really electrifies the Bosch. Big play. That possession seemed lost, and Lockwood is able to recover the ball, go up with it, put it through the basket, and get a chance for one more here at the line. Big 3-2, Avery Lockwood, senior center from Foxworth, Mississippi. And we're going to get a lane violation, and so the shot won't count. It's going to be Shakira Thompson, and it'll stay at 35-30. And Hunt has it, giving it off. That is Blankenship on the right side, back up to Hunt. Looking for Chandler on the left. She's going to drive in with the left hand. Back out Washington. Surveying the floor. Tells Blankenship to come here. Gives it to her up top. Now Blankenship drives into the left. Goes up. Floater is good over Destiny Williams. So Blankenship continues the efficient scoring output. Destiny Williams has the ball going up the floor. Seems like they want to get her more involved in bringing the ball up the floor with the trap that the Vikings are using here. Shepard gives it off Thompson. Williams. Thompson. 3. Good from downtown. Shakira Thompson. Just 2 games this season with 5 or more made threes. In both of those games, all of her points came from beyond the arc. Chandler has it now. Shoots another mid-range. Is good again. She's finding her groove inside the middle of the three-point line here. Shepard off to Williams, who has Chandler on her, and they're going to call a travel on Destiny Williams. Not sure I saw it, but I'm not the one in the stripes. And the ball will go back to Barry, and a timeout's going to be called. Coach Hudson going over something with his big center, Avery Lockwood, big post presence. Looking like Hudson pointing at the clock. There's a lot of game left. He's right. Just got to bump up the urgency. So Hunt checking back in here. About to get the ball from Chandler. Bad wording there. She was already checked in, but getting ready to go again was Hunt. Blankenship has it now on the left side. She is going to not pull it. Gives it down to Moore instead, who goes down, and that's off the foot of Parkins, I believe. Thompson has it now. Gives it off Shepard. Shepard pushing the pace. Going up the floor. Down low, Pouncey all alone. Layup's good. Only a 4-point lead now for the Vikings. NATOs keep inching closer, and then they'll do something to let it get back up, but maybe some more consistency coming out of the timeout here. Williams on Blankenship. She gives it up to Hunt. Hunt at the Chandler on the right side. Driving in on the left. Looking around, finds Hunt. Blankenship there again, thinks about it, doesn't go for it. Gets a screen from Washington, going inside. Pouncey on her, goes up with a floater, no good. Williams has it now. Williams pushing the pace. There she goes, out of the corner, finds Thompson. Little pump fake, goes in, layup off the glass, no good. Rebounded Williams, she goes up, it's no good. Rebounded by Washington. Williams right on her. And Williams is going to knock the ball away. It'll be off of her, out of bounds. It'll stay with the Vikings, but just tenacious defense there by Williams, who's doing it all for the NATOs and seemingly does every game. 8 rebounds to boot with 15 points for Williams, who's averaging 16 on the year. Washington now in there and guarding Hunt, running with her, avoiding the foul. Gives it off, Pouncey. Pouncey on Blankenship, rather. Hunt gives it off. It's stolen. Parkins, nice move. She's going down the floor, hustling. Chandler catching up to her. She goes up and is fouled. McKenna Parkins hustling down the floor. Kish Chandler was not going to allow an easy bucket, however, and she's going to send Parkins to the stripe for 2. Number 24, the dual sport athlete. Parkins at the line here. Shoots, and it is good on attempt number 1 with 4:45 to go here in period number 3. Parkins getting ready for the second shot. She shoots, and it is good. Washington inbounds at Hunt. Has it. Kristen Hunt, the point guard, primary point guard for the Vikings, gives it off. Blankenship on the left side. That's where she's lived all night. Gives a little hezzy, back out to Hunt. Hunt looking for Chandler. Chandler going around the left side. Looking around. Wants more, instead goes to Hunt. Dishing it around to Blankenship, left side. 10 on the shot clock. Back out. Chandler by herself. 3-pointer. Bang. Kish Chandler has really been the spark plug here in the half for the Vikings. And Washington going against the trap. Gives it off to Parkins. Parkins looking for Williams. Williams is going to settle down and wait for everybody to get set up. She goes to Washington. Chandler with 11 points for the Vikings. At the Parkins, who dishes down low. Williams has a crease, gets the bucket. 17 points with 8 rebounds. What else did you expect? Left side, Blankenship has it once again. Pouncey on her. Quiet game for Pouncey. And a timeout called by Thomas Johnson and the Vikings. Quiet game for Pouncey, but just her normal. One of those players that not everything they do shows up on the stat sheet. If it's a night where you see 4 points in the stat box, it doesn't mean it was a bad outing for her. Does a lot of things that don't really get measured. It goes for a lot of the members of this Brevard squad. And hopefully coaches around the USA South are taking notice of senior Destiny Williams. On the night where she's got her 200th career steal, she's got 17 points and 8 rebounds to boot, and I'm not sure, but I don't think that's a bad performance. more than a humble night here for Williams, number 13 for the Tornadoes. Things being discussed by both squads here in the timeout. Coach Hudson sitting there seemingly talking to Williams right now. The rest of the starters, or the girls in the game rather. A couple of reserves in there at the moment, such as Parkins and Shepard. But Williams obviously the main cog in this operation here for Hudson and his crew. Blankenship this time will be the one inbounding, the sharpshooter for the Vikings. Really left side dominant player. And Hunt has it now. Gives it off to Chandler. Chandler looking, finds Washington, goes to Hunt around the horn. Blankenship, there she is for three. It's no good. And that's rebounded by Parkins. Looked like it could have been an over the back on Kennedy Moore, but Washington has it. She pushes the pace. Down to Pouncey. Perfect pass. Layup is good. What a sequence there for the NATOs. That was a pinpoint pass from Taisha Washington, and Pouncey's able to capitalize. Hunt has it now. Looking around for anything. Gives it off to Chandler. Sort of seemingly the Destiny Williams of the Vikings. Does a lot of different things. Moore has it now, and she goes in with a soft touch off the glass. Another basket there for the Vikings. 3-point lead for Barry. Shepard picks it up at midcourt. Pouncey all alone now, looking around. Passes to Parkins, and it'll go out of bounds. Knocked away, it appears. Shepard throwing it in for the NATOs with 2:52 to go here in the third. Shepard throws that. Wow. Inbound pass intercepted by Chandler, but then she slides. No travel is called, and now Hunt has it. A home plate slide done by Chandler, and nothing seen by the officials. Barry with the ball. Moore has it up top, looking for Hunt. Back out to the right side to Chandler. Chandler staying on her feet this time, puts up a floater off the glass, and it goes in. So Washington has the ball now, driving into the left, looking, putting it up all the way. It is blocked, it looks like, by Moore. The floater didn't go far. Looking for a call, not getting it. Blankenship has it, gives it off Hunt. Hunt, corner, Chandler, bang. And Chandler, sliding or not, she's hitting some shots tonight. Williams has the ball. Gives it off to Washington on the right side. Washington scanning the floor, gives it up to Shepard. Shepard driving it on the right side. She is going to give it off Williams. Williams in the corner, staring down her defender. Gives a jab, goes in right side, hop step, looking for someone. Pouncey, no, it's taken away Blankenship. Blankenship running to the point, has numbers, goes up, and a travel. Yes, there it is. A whole hop there with no dribble, and then a step. It's going to get called most of the time. NATO ball. Parkins looking tired, but gritting it out, is going to inbound it to Shepard. Shepard looking for action early here. Picked up by Hunt. Hunt, tight defense. Forces Shepard to dish it off to Parkins up top, looking for work. Goes into the left, looking. Shepard, three-pointer, no good off the back of the rim, but Seymour has it rather. She slides and is fouled by Chandler, and Chandler is beside herself with the call, which is somewhat ironic. Barry seemingly has been the beneficiary of a couple of less than ideal calls. Regardless, though, NATO's trailing by 8 here. Biggest lead of the game for Barry was 10 in the second period with about 4 minutes to go. Washington looking around, finds Williams. Williams going inside, little post up, misses, might have gotten blocked a little bit, but air ball there. And now Chandler will inbound. Thomas Johnson, the coach of the Vikings, stressing that they need to go after these 50-50 balls harder. He gives it off to Moore. Moore off to Humphrey, who's checked in now. Chandler, Washington wants a three, doesn't take it. Williams on her, gives it out to Chandler, calling out a play, wanting someone there, loses the ball with Washington on her, 10 seconds to go. looking for a screen. She wants to go to Washington but can't. Ball is deflected. Looking for Blankenship in the corner. She steps back now, gets none of the rim. Straight glass. Washington has it now. Up the floor. Thompson can't handle the pass, and it'll go back to the Vikings. I don't know if that went through her hands or if it just never made it to him. I couldn't really tell. Humphrey now with the ball up near midcourt. 30 seconds to go here in period number 3. 8-point lead for the Vikings, trying to extend that here on this position. 20 to go on the shot clock. About 4 seconds, maybe 5, separating the shot and game clock. Humphrey in no rush to give the NATOs the ball back. Handling it up top. Now calling for Moore. Moore comes up, sets the screen. Humphrey goes in, crosses over, down low. Washington alone, hits it. 5.8 to go here in the half. Washington dishes it up. Williams catches the pass and gets fouled. Not sure what the call. It's the end of the period, I guess. Williams got body checked right near the Chick Martin court words and didn't get anything. Wow. Williams usually getting those calls, usually the beneficiary of some fouls and going to the line, but not right there. We'll bring it back in a second for fourth period action. Back here for the fourth in the Bosch. It'll be Barry ball with Blankenship inbounding. Right in front of a raucous student section. A lot of football players down there giving Blankenship the business as she throws this one in. Gives it off. That's Moore. Out to Kish Chandler, the main contributor, and she walks driving in and just laughs about it. I think she knows she got caught there. Washington now has it on the inbound. Her and Shepard have been splitting the point guard duties. Gives a nice little move to the left, going inside, and she will be fouled by Raven Washington. The strong guard, senior from Hazel Green, Alabama. Standing at 5'8". Washington now to inbound instead of receiving the inbound. Gives it off Williams. Down low. Williams fouled. So Williams has 17 points, I believe. Chance to make it 19 here at the line, trailing by 10. I believe those are the current figures as she shoots number 1 and hits. (51-42). Williams shoots again, and it is good. Washington now inbounds to Humphrey. Humphrey, a really urgent ball carrier. Always pushing the pace. Gives it off to Blankenship on the left side. Gives a little pump fake. Goes inside. Hop step. Layup. Good. Rattles around for a second and goes in. So we're back to 10 again. Washington to the ball. They've laid off the trap a little bit here, Barry. Not employing it right now. Washington goes in, hard drive, loses the ball on the pass, but it goes right to Pouncey, who hits. Mid-range, they left China Pouncey all alone, and didn't work out for him. 53-45 with 9:07 to go here in the fourth. Parkins goes for the steal, can't get it. Moore driving in. That ball is taken away. Another steal for Williams, and she's going to be fouled right at midcourt, sliding down. Wow, just the length of Williams just causes such a problem for Brevard opponents. mix that with the quicks and really hard to stop. Washington now receives the inbound from Parkins. Washington looking down Humphrey, going in on the right, loses her, down to Williams, bang. Bingo, when you're having problems scoring, giving it to number 13 ain't a bad idea. Humphrey's got it now up top. Williams now at 21, I believe. Blankenship gives it off. Lentage, Humphrey, Chandler now, Washington. Everybody getting a touch on the ball here. Washington drives in, stolen by Williams again. Here she goes up the floor at the free throw line. Behind the back pass, Washington, three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Williams goes up with it and is fouled. Destiny Williams willing her team back into this game right now. Makes Brevard such a dangerous team. Coach Hudson knows what he has, and that's a weapon that he can employ at any time in number 13. She's at 21 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, and that first free throw is going to clang off the back for her. So the lead will stay at 6 for the time being. Williams going to prepare for free throw number 2 here. 7 of 15 from the field, and the second one is good. It's really been the story for her at the line tonight. 22 points now is the figure for Williams after that make, but make one, miss one has really been, that's the only thing you can really say about Williams tonight. But she's getting to the line enough to where she can make up for it. Williams now defending the other number 13, Washington, who drives in and gets fouled. And Williams knows. Some people wanting a double dribble, not getting it. A lot of input from the fans here in attendance tonight, evaluating the referees. This is Kennedy Lee to inbound, looking around, still not finding anyone. Look, finally in the corner, Humphrey, pump fake, going inside, picks her dribble back up, gives it off to Lee. Lee up top, crosses back over, loses the ball. Thompson pressing her tight, gives it off. Parkins goes for the steal, can't get it again. Humphrey going inside, and doesn't get called for the carry. Now Lee has it going inside. Washington goes up, she's fouled. And another trip to the free throw line for the Vikings. A lot of whistle blowing tonight. First free throw for Washington is good. Washington at the line for number 2. Is no good. In and out. Parkins brings it down. Gets in the way of Pouncey, laughs about it. Gives it off to Shepard. Shepard looking around and loses the ball, and it's taking Humphrey. Humphrey throwing it off the chest of Blankenship from close range, but Washington's able to recover it and gives it back off to Humphrey now. Humphrey on the right side, looking around, going in, fouled. (54-48), 6-point lead, and another trip to the free throw line for the Vikings. First free throw by Humphrey is good. She hits. Humphrey shoots and makes the second. Perfect from the line there, and it's now an 8-point lead with 7:32 to go in the ball game. Washington bringing the ball up the court on the right side, gives it off Shepard. Destiny Williams out of the game for the time being. Not sure how long that'll last. Parkins, though, mishandles the pass, and now it's going to Blankenship, who's going up the floor. Looking on the right side, surveying, finds Kish Chandler. She steps over, and another travel on her. She doesn't think so, but it was fairly clear. More of a little hop than, a dribble there from Kish Chandler. She's not a fan of the call. Doesn't matter. NATO ball, but the only issue left is inbounding. And it'll be Parkins to inbound. She gives it off. Washington. Washington right at midcourt. Looking around. Taisha Washington driving in on the right side. Finding someone in the corner. It's Seymour, and a charge called against Washington as she came down. She threw that pass in the air, and the nearest defender, I didn't see who it was, drew a charge. Washington not happy with that one. Either way, it's Vikings ball. Humphrey's got it. Nice little move on the right side behind the back, looking around, finds Lee. Lee on the left side. She's gone to the free throw line a couple times tonight. She'll dish this one off, though, to Blankenship. Getting a screen from Chandler. Going around it. Washington closely on her. Going up, layup, good. 10-point lead again, tied for the largest of the ball game for the Vikings with 6:40 to go. NATOs need to get some offense going quickly. Washington facilitating left side. Williams back in the game. She's got it. So that didn't last very long. Williams has got the ball. She turns around and it is going to be fouled. And
contact, but
for the Vikings,
pushing and getting a player to bounce off of you.
Asking his defenders to
a lot of times when you're initiating that contact, the official
let Williams get these free
going to call you for it. 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Bruins leading 31-29. Cambria Hotel of Greenville is the official hotel of your BJU Bruins. They're located just off Woodruff Road. Cambria is a brand new hotel offering great amenities at a beautiful facility. You can book your next stay online at choicehotels.com.
Williams does it on that one, so an empty trip at the line for Destiny Williams. Maybe some fatigue kicking in. Top of the key, Blankenship gives it off Washington. Washington driving in, Blankenship is fouled. As he tried to go out to Humphrey. Humphrey, 5'4" guard from Dalton, Georgia, was on the receiving end of that last pass, but the foul was called. And Blankenship shoots the first free throw for that.
Back away here from the Davis Fieldhouse. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this first half. Bruins with a 31-29 advantage. We'll keep you up to date with what's going on down in Florida as well. Women's soccer team up 1-0 over Oakland City in the opening pool play match of the national tournament.
Impressive left-hand layup while she was falling forward.
Fuller. Come back, now pickpocketed from behind.
It's a big night for her.
3-on-2, floater on the way is no good. Offensive putback
back at the Humphrey
is available as Paris Crawford finishes.
She goes up. Williams, good defense. She misses. Williams with the rebound. Going up the floor, she loses the ball. And going for it is Lee and sliding. She gives it off Chandler. Chandler's fouled. And it's getting extra physical here these last couple minutes.
We're going to have a foul called here.
Coach Johnson pulling Tish Chandler to the side to tell her something he wants to do.
It's on number 20, Garrett Sutherland, his first team foul, number 5 for Brevard. As we're tied at 31 here with 4:24 remaining in this first half.
Chandler.
Couples looking at his options, gets it into Devin Dean. Dean spins, goes baseline, soft touch, up and in. That's one of the prowess of Devin Dean, his ability to attack the rim. And he just is so elusive with the basketball and has a great ability to absorb contact on his way to the basket. He knows when he goes through the lane, somebody's going to be hitting him. And it's a true testament to a great player when they can go through the lane, anticipate the contact, and still be able to finish. For the Bruins, at a 5-point
comes down with the board.
lead for BJU, their biggest since they led 6-0 to begin the contest.
Brevard in the bonus. Destiny Williams going to the line for free throws, 16 and 17 here.
Dropping this one off. Three-pointer on the way from Seeley is no good. Bouncing around, Fuller able to get the rebound. 3.5 to go in this first half. Devin Dean, little hesitation again through the lane, up off the glass, no good, but almost could count it as a pass and an assist. As Hughley is there to clean up the trash, lays it in nicely for 2, and it's a 7-point lead now for the Bruins, 38-31.
Shots are short. It's really telling of how tired a player really is.
So Sutherland now back up to Blaynot.
Guarded by Williams. Hanging in there. Chandler.
Crawford. Blaynot once again.
Not going
trying to go back door. Now back to Sutherland.
Back over to the left. Picks up her dribble. Goes to Washington. Left side. Blankenship for 3. Splash.
Three-point shot on the way is no good. Sutherland gets the offensive rebound, and I believe we're going to have a foul here on Daniel Fuller.
Has it now. Looking around. Intercepted. Taking away Blankenship off hard contact. He loses the ball. Nothing's called. Blankenship a little shaken up and I think surprised that nothing was called there. But ball's going to go to the NATOs, whose 4-game win streak is in jeopardy at the moment. With 4:39 to go, need to get something rolling here. Parkins will take a seat in favor of Washington. Ty Shea up
Couple
top.
of subs coming in for the Tornadoes.
Goes inside, air balls, and Williams fouled again.
Sutherland makes the free throw, cuts it back to a 5-point game, 38-33.
Going for the free throws, 18 and 19.
Gets it into Hughley at the elbow. Looks at his options, finds Blair. Now Couples in the corner.
The tenacity is just not.
Now Couples will take that three.
Keep up with it down in the low
no
block.
good. Devin Dean able to sky for the rebound. Back outside to Blair. He'll take the three. Off the front iron, no good. This one back and forth. Pushing in transition. A nice basket that time by the Tornadoes. And as they have done
it's no good. 6 misses
most of the game, continuing to battle back. Again, they trailed 6-0 to start. Nice response that time by Stephon Hughley.
Up top to Moore.
Bruins built a 6-0 advantage, and then Brevard came right back with an 8-0 run.
Pouncey on her. She stops, goes with a layup, blocked by Pouncey.
Led pretty much most of the first half. It should have been a travel, I would think, but the Bruins get the turnover anyways. Dean trying to push it in transition. And he'll stay Bruins ball, 40-35. Minute 38 to go here in the first half. As Hayes Brush coming into the game. Comes in for Hughley. Bruins would love to close out this first half strong. Daniel Fuller gets it in the corner. Starting to drive around. He's looking for the foul that time. He's not going to get it.
17-point lead now, Washington.
Seeley pushing in transition, and again, the Bruins have somewhat been asleep at the wheel at that backdoor defense. As that is probably 3 or 4 times this first half that Brevard has been able to find a player wide open underneath the basket. Blair with a step back three, no good. Brush keeping it alive. Now in the corner for Couples. He drives around, up off the glass for 2. Eli Couples giving the Bruins a 5-point lead once again, 42-37. Under a minute to go in this first half.
Timeout will be called, I believe, by Coach Hudson. He comes all the way out near the top of the key.
Back into the middle. Good backdoor pass, but it's blocked by Hayes Brush.
Come close to re-grabbing that lead a couple times, but just every time that they get near, it seems
they're going to have a timeout from Brevard College.
Chalk that up to
as our score 42-37 here in the first half. FCI Agency is an insurance broker that provides auto, home, life, and business insurance. You have enough choices to make, so make one that always gets you the best rate. Check them out online, fcisc.com. And with nationwide capabilities, Ronald Blue Trust provides wealth management strategies and trust services that are based on biblical principles to help clients make wise financial decisions, live generously, and leave a lasting legacy. You can find out more information, ronblue.com/Greenville. Lady Bruins still up 1-0 down in Florida in their first pool play match of the national tournament against Oakland City. We'll keep you updated as we can. Bruins substituting Camden Gearhart into the game. 35 seconds and counting here in this first half. Through the lane. And that's going to be a foul on Henry Blair that time.
It'll be Faith Humphrey receiving the
14
ball.
foul, second personal foul.
The ball's deflected, but it's going to get out to Chandler. Chandler slides again, gets up, is not happy, gets the ball again. Out to Lee. Chandler wanting it again. Lee's going to take it herself. Looking around, and will finally defer to Chandler, who immediately gives it up to Humphrey. Humphrey rolling up top near the logo, looking around, driving in on the right side. Loses the ball, gets it back. Blankenship has it called for a travel and then misses the shot regardless. After the whistle, Pouncey now to inbound it. Chandler coming up close. She grabbing on her knee. She slid on him a couple times tonight. Hasn't been called for the travel doing it yet, though. Seymour has the ball, gives it out to Williams. Almost gets taken away by Chandler. Out to Washington on the right side. Corner, Seymour. Down low. Shepard looking around. She's got Washington up top. Kick step. Going in. Down low. Williams going up. And a jump ball. Possession will stay with the Tornadoes. It appears. No. Yes. At first, it appeared Barry was going to inbound, but Brevard's got it now. Williams in the left corner. Guarded closely by Moore, gives it up to Taisha Washington. Washington out to the left side. Williams pulls a three, can't hit it as the shot clock was going down. She had to put it up. Resetting on defense here, the Nados. 3 minutes even to go, down 15. Blankenship's got it. Barry likely content to just kind of hold on to the ball for most of the shot clock these next couple possessions. Maybe not, though. Blankenship drives in and is called for another travel. That's really been the big issue for Barry tonight is traveling, but despite many of these traveling calls, still hold a 15-point lead. Pouncey's got it now going up high to Washington, who hauls it in. Chandler on her, putting her hands up, not touching her. Washington going in, looks for Shepard. Shepard pulls it back. Williams for three this time, no good off the back of the rim. It'll be knocked out of bounds, and Barry ball. It looked like Kennedy Moore might have been the one to knock that out as China Pouncey was going for it, but the closer up referee saw it differently. Chandler inbounding the ball. Finds Lee. It's knocked away by Shepard, but it'll stay with the Vikings as it's knocked out of bounds. Good D there by Shepard. Lexi Shepard, number 5. Freshman. And there, Barry turning the ball over. Ball going towards the Tornado bench. And the Nados will reset their offense with an opportunity here. Pouncey inbounding it. Finds Washington on the left side. Washington looking for work. Goes to the right, goes back to the left, goes to the left again. Shoots. No good. And it's Kennedy Lee coming down with the board. Dangerously close to the out-of-bounds line there, but she doesn't touch it. Gives it off to Humphrey up top. 2:20 to go. Gives it off to Lee on the left side. Moore up top. Back to Lee. Lee dribbling around. Looking. Seymour close on her. Melvia Seymour out of the right side. That's Blankenship. Out to Chandler. The 1-2 punch. Out to Lee around the horn. It looks like they're playing a little bit of four corners, just playing some keep away here, but going in and scoring is Faith Humphrey on the layup with under 2 minutes to go now. It's 17 points once again, and the Vikings close to wrapping this one up. As that ball stolen, Humphrey going up the floor. Washington coming back on the break, and she's going to steer back and just kill some time. They can hold the ball until about 1:20 to go here left in the ball game. Up 17, no point to push the issue. Moore calling for the ball down low and ignored. Lee gives it off to Humphrey with 10 on the shot clock. Humphrey going around the left side, going inside, stops, pops. Moore blocked by Williams, and this ball is knocked out of bounds by Shepard, and it'll stay with the Vikings now with Coach Johnson calling out plays. Lee has it 1 second on the shot clock. They got to shoot immediately. It'll be knocked away by Williams. A shot clock violation. Nados will get the ball back. 69-52 ball game here at Boschmer Gymnasium with 1:20 to go. Destiny Williams, who's really been the story for the Tornadoes, gets the ball but immediately gives up to Taisha Washington, who's going to go on the left side. Hit hard and fouled and upset, visibly upset, and now called for a walk after barking at the referee, and a very questionable sequence there. Nevertheless, Barry has the ball. Brevard trapping now, and they'll throw it out of the reach of Humphrey with 1:01 to go. Washington still muttering things under her breath, unhappy with the way that last sequence went, but she's got the ball now. Washington going in, looking around, gives up to Pouncey. Pouncey looking around for Williams, will instead go to Shepard on the left side, who's going to drive in. Draws a double, gives it up to Pouncey. Williams, kick step, step back three is good. Destiny Williams, a three. Now she's at 27 points. Blankenship's got the ball, 14-point lead with 37 seconds to go. Not a lot the Natives can do here, but they will press, and a timeout will be called by Coach Thomas Johnson alongside his assistant coach, Destiny Frazier. Johnson very unhappy with the way that was looking. Not really a great chance that the Natives overtake this lead here, but regardless, facing a lot of pressure, Coach Johnson decided against continuing that possession at that exact moment. Really not sure at this point if you're Coach Donald Hudson with 35 seconds left, down 14, what else you can say besides finish hard. Really, once again, the story, Destiny Williams, 27 points. A couple other solid little pieces, 6-piece from China Pouncey, 6-point game for Taisha Washington, but just not enough going on around Destiny Williams to make up for the poorest defense here in the second half by the Tornadoes and the turnovers by some of the girls tonight. Lee looking around, finds Humphrey. About 12 seconds separating the game clock and the 24. Humphrey's got it, guarded tight by Shepard. Still playing hard defense for the Natives. Humphrey near the logo, behind the back, going around and fouled. No, a charge called against Humphrey. Rare to see a charge behind the three-point line, but there you go. Destiny Williams continues to know how to work the referees. Knows how to draw charges, knows how to draw fouls. Just a do-it-all type player. Washington now, with 13 seconds left, dishes it out to the corner, and that'll be another charge. $22 fouls for the Tornadoes, 23 actually for Barry. Bit of a surprise that the margin is in favor of Brevard, albeit by one. Lot of whistles blown tonight. And Humphrey's got it now. She's trapped. Pouncey going for the ball. It'll be a jump ball, but the possession arrow will be with the Vikings. 6.9 seconds to go, 14-point lead. This game really, the fourth quarter, getting dragged along here. Pass in to Chandler. Chandler's got it. Clock starts rolling. 3, 2, 1, and that's the game. The Vikings in their second encounter with the Tornadoes get the W as opposed to losing the last one. 69-55 final, and we'll be right back in a minute with a final recap and stats from tonight's game. Once again, 69-55 game won by the Vikings from Mount Berry, Georgia, over the Tornadoes, and we'll be right back. Back here at the Bosch. Couple of stats, a little bit of a look at the box score here tonight. Once again, the story for the Tornadoes, Destiny Williams with 27 points, 11 rebounds to boot on 9 of 19 from the field, so right at a 50% clip almost, a little bit less. Only one foul, and that was actually her second highest scoring output of her career. The senior scored 32 in a game one time last season. Once again, 27 tonight. 6 points from China Pouncey, got in a little bit of foul trouble, had 4 of those. 2 boards, 3 of 5 from the field. Taisha Washington, tough night from the field. 1 of 8, 0 for 4 from beyond the arc. Perfect at the free throw line on 4 attempts, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. McKenna Parkins with 6 points, 5 rebounds on 2 of 2 from the field. Lockwood, 4 points. Shakira Thompson, 3 points. Lexi Shepard, 3 points. And 3 Natos that checked into the game without scoring were Melvia Seymour, Aisha Short, and Melanie Hoyle. And then for the Vikings, Sydney Blankenship with 23 points, 3 of 8 from beyond the arc. Kish Chandler with 18 on 50% from the field at a 6 of 12 clip. Kennedy Lee with 8. Raven Washington with 6. Faith Humphrey with 5. Kristen Hunt with 3. Just a lot of Vikings that were doing a little bit of damage. And it got them a win, a 14-point win, as a matter of fact. Biggest lead for Barry was 17. They finished with a 14-point win. Brevard only had a 4-point lead as their highest with 1:11 to go in the first period. 4 lead changes, 2 times tied, and 33 minutes and 59 seconds with the lead for the Barry Vikings. And with that, we will conclude tonight's game between the Vikings and the Tornadoes. On Thursday night at 7, the Tornadoes will be back in action against Pfeiffer University here at home. And then Friday night, once again at home, a little bit of a homestand against Warren Wilson College. And with that, we conclude tonight's action between the Vikings and the Tornadoes. Have a great night.